Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special car for you. This is the 2022 Mercedes-Benz E53 AMG 4Matic Plus, and I'm doing a full in-depth review of this car. So let's start the full in-depth review with the front fascia of this car. So the width of this car is 73.2 inches, and now I'm going to show you the key first. So as it's the E-Class, it is the mid-segment, so it has a premium key. You have the lock, Mercedes-Benz logo, unlock, trunk opening, and your panic button. And you have the emergency key here. First of all, I'm going to show you the front headlights that are multi-beam, and this is the optional extra headlight. So let's get inside and turn on the lights. So the multi-beam lights that comes with the E53 or the E-Class is very simple and complicated at the same time. So first of all, you have the daytime running lights here with the hazard. Then you have two projector setup and these two dots that is identifying this is the E-Class, and if it had 3 it would be the S-Class, if it had 1 it's the C-Class, and these are for the extra high beams. And because this is a North American spec, you have the side reflector here that's inside the light that actually illuminates. You have Mercedes-Benz written here, and you have this reflector here. And then if I show you the front fascia again, we have the Panamericana grille, and because you have night package, it's in black. You have the AMG badge right there. This is the Mercedes-Benz star with the radar. This has the surround view camera, so this is the front camera of the car. 6 sensors. You have open here for the intercooler and black touches here for the night package, and then you have more black here. And this vent is actually open for more aerodynamics. And that's going to be pretty much it for the front fascia. Now let's check out the car's engine. So now I'm going to show you the engine of the car. So I'm going to open the hood from the driver's side. So there we open it, and there is a latch here. And then you could see the hydraulic struts open the hood. So the E53 gets a 3-liter inline-6 with a mild hybrid system, and all of the new Mercedes is getting a mild hybrid system with a smaller engine than the previous generation. There's 2 variants for the AMG, E63, E53, but the E63 got discontinued, but it has some limited versions of the W213 facelift. But the E53 is still going, and it has a coupe, convertible, and a sedan, and a estate or a wagon. You can see this is the inline-6. You have 6 badging here identifying this is the 6-cylinder. You have the Mercedes-Benz badge here, cool design here, and AMG written here with this red stripe. This is for pouring in the engine oil, and you have 2 open inlays here for air going into the engine and going into the turbos. Everything here is very organized. The engine is made for Mercedes-Benz, but it's tuned by AMG, but the 63 is fully handcrafted by AMG. So this car has a 9-speed multi-clutch transmission, and let's talk about the power outputs now. It has 429 horsepower and 384 pound-feet of torque. It has all-wheel drive, and because it's 4Matic Plus, it could go all the power to the rear wheels for the drift mode of the vehicle. And that's pretty much it for the engine. You just have your positive sign here for the jump starting, but the battery of the car is actually at the back. You have insulation at the top, and that's pretty much it. And then you have another Mercedes-Benz star right here. Now I'm going to show you the car's side profile. So the length of this car is 195.2 inches, as this is the sedan variant. Now I'm going to show you the wheels. So this is the most expensive wheel you could get with the E53, the full satin black AMG wheels, and this car has the Pirelli P0 tires, and the wheel size are 245/35 R20s. You have your 6-piston AMG steel brakes, and the caliper in silver, and it has AMG written over it. If you look at the brakes, it is more bigger than the normal E-Class would get, and it is fully ventilated. And the disc size is 14.6 inches, and the front suspension is multi-link with air springs. If we get up from there, You have the Turbo 4Matic Plus written here. Because this is the 53, if it's a 63, it would just say V8 bi-turbo. Then if you get up, you have the black mirror because this car has night package, and this is for the hazard. And then you have your side window trims in black as well for this night package, and the door handles are half chrome and half body colored. And then the wheelbase of the car is 114.7 inches. If you go down, because it's the AMG car, it has this extra side skirt and it's in black because of the night package. Now if you come back, you have the rear wheels. So because this is a rear bias all-wheel drive system, the rear wheels are more thicker than the front. They're 275 30 R20s, and the rear brakes are 4 pistons, and it has multi-link suspension with air springs, and the brake caliper thickness is 14.2 inches. And now if you get up, you could raise the car a little bit, but you can't lower it. That's the thing. Now I'm going to go on the opposite side for the fuel tank of this car. If the car is unlocked, if you just press on this button, it opens, and then you could fill up your fuel tank and just open that. And the color of this car is new for the 2022 variant, and it is actually very nice. Now you could see it because the sun's back, the car's in front, it looks more purple than blue, but it's actually blue. Now I'm going to show you the rear of the car. So the height of this car is 57 inches. Now I'm going to get inside and turn on these LED lights that are completely different from the W213 pre-facelift. So let's get inside, let's turn it on. It's on. I'm just going to go and turn the hazards on. So light, fog, and hazard. So you can see these LED lights are very nice because you could see this treatment all the way coming here, and this is your brakes. You have Mercedes-Benz written at the side as well if you continue here. Then if you go back, you have the hazard, and then you have the rear fog light here. Then you have the chrome trimmings and AMG written, and then Mercedes-Benz star, and then the E53 written. And then the same on this side. You have this lip spoiler that is very small, but it adds a little more sportiness to the car. And the upper stop brake lights up here with your rear windshield that's heated. Now let's get down. You have the number plate slot here, and the reversing camera actually pops out when you put it on reverse, or the other features. And then you have this aggressive diffuser and quad tips on either side. And for the 2022 variant, the tips are a little more outside. And you could see that the tips are actually real. It has 2 tips that's from the outside, that's layout. You have the rear toe hook here and 6 sensors, and these are the reflectors. And that's going to be pretty much it for the rear of the E53. Now let's check out, is this sedan practical or not? So for opening the boot, there's a button here. If you just press this, it's going to open, or you could do it from the key. And because it's a sedan, it's more practical, and you have more than enough room here. And if you need more storage, you could actually fold down the seats, but you have underfloor storage as well, that you have more space, and your Mercedes-Benz basket that comes with all the Mercedes-Benz vehicles. And then you have the tow hook that you could put it at the front and the back if your car is getting towed. And then you have more stuff like your locker for your nuts that Mercedes-Benz provides. And then you have the floor mats of the car, the first aid kit, and the net. And this is actually for hooking your groceries if you don't want it dangling here. And you could fold down the seat 60-40 distribution, just pulling on these buttons and just pushing the seats forward. There you can see you get more storage. Now if you come back, you have a reflector here, and there's a button here for popping the hood if someone's stuck here. And this is for closing the boot, and this is for closing the boot and locking the car. And it has fully powered adjustable because this is a E53. That's pretty much it for the exterior of the car. Now I'm going to get inside the interior. So before we get inside the E53, I gotta tell you guys the history of the E-Class. So the E-Class, what is this? This is the mid-size sedan that Mercedes-Benz sells as the E, the full form of exclusive. First, it starts with the C-Class, E-Class, and S-Class. Ask anyone about Mercedes-Benz, they will know these 3 names because these 3 names are the first starting vehicles of them. So Mercedes starts the E-Class at 1953, and from then it has been a very successful sedan fully around the world. And now the name of this car is the Mercedes-Benz E-Class, or a short form name of its generation, the W213. That is the facelifted version, and if you look right there, that's over there, I'm going to show you that a little later, but that is the W2132, but it is the pre-facelift. So these are the same cars, just a little different with bumpers and interior stuff. But before that, there was a W212, W211, W210, W209. There's a lot of generations for the E-Class because it's such an incredible car. And Mercedes-Benz unfortunately discontinued the E63 for the newer generation, but the E53 is still running. Now let's get inside the interior. So now I'm going to get inside the rear seats of the E53, and because this is the sedan version, you have 4 seats and 4 doors. Enough of knee room and headroom with this panoramic sunroof that is optional extra, and it looks wonderful. You have some seat pockets behind the seat and some cool designs here, but these are actually not speakers. Then you have your 2 AC vent here. This is for closer and opener, and then if you press this, you have your USB-C type and a power outlet here. And the seats are very comfortable. 3 people can sit, or if there's 2 people, you could get the armrest down, and then you could have your 2 cup holders and a little storage here. And then you have Isofix anchor points in the seat too, and it is black leather and Alcantara, and the seats are very comfortable and very nice. And then you can see the ambient lighting a little, but because it's day, you could not see fully. But now I'm going to come to the center one, and it's not bad. And now if I come to the side, you can see you have your speakers here, Twitter here. This is for heating seat, this nice trim. You have your leather here, window opener. This is for door opener. This is a grab handle. You have a bottle holder here. And if you go down, this is a side reflector light. Now I'm going to go at the front seats and then show you all the things at the front. To Mercedes-Benz E53. First of all, let's start with the dash. First of all, you have the AC vent right here, and the AC vent is very futuristic. You know why? If you move this, the AC vent turns off. If you move this again, it turns on, and it is fully movable to the sides and up and down. It has gloss black and chrome treatments here, and a vent here for the defogging the windows, and you have your white stitching all the way going there. And you have Mercedes-Benz written at the windshield as well. Then you have your stitching here with your airbag, and then this very expensive fine trim that goes to the Maybach, but it's in this E53 that looks very nice. You have a lockable glove box with decent amount of room for putting your paperwork of the vehicle. And now if I come to the seats, this car has the black leather and Alcantara seats, and these are 10-way adjustable with heated. You could see AMG written here because it's the E53, and it is very comfortable and sporty at the same time. Now if you come to the center, because this is the W213 facelift, it has the touchpad instead of the swivel wheel control. You have home, skip track, and back. You have the volume here, and this is for mute. This is for your exhaust. The valve open. This is for auto start stop. These are for the cameras of the vehicle. This is for traction control, suspension, manual mode, and driving modes. If you press this, you have 2 cup holders. You have an ashtray that Mercedes-Benz provides. You have the Mercedes-Benz logo there. And then you have a wireless charger back there, and a USB-C and a power outlet. And you can see there's the key sign here. Why? So it's most probably people keep the key here, but because of the wireless system, it affects the key. So that's why Mercedes-Benz always says to put the key here instead of there. Now let's close this. You have this gloss black treatment, so it could get scratched, so be careful if you get this trim. You have your hazards button, favorite, vehicle settings, radio and media, navigation and map, and telephone. And then you have your AC control. This is for the temperature, this is for where you want the air, wind speed, auto, rear windshield, front windshield heater max, menu, rear windshield heater max, sync, no outsider coming inside, and this is for this side's climate control. 4 AC vents at the center like typical Mercedes-Benz, and these are for turning it off and on. Now I'm going to show you the MBUX of this car. So the Mercedes-Benz E53 gets a 12.3-inch MBUX OLED display. That is this. This is the most easiest infotainment system that comes from a German-made vehicle. This is not coming from me, this came from the internet. First of all, let me show you the cool features that are settings of the vehicle, at least for me. So you have your quick access, you can see the E53 there. Parking sensors off and on, lane keep assist off and this is when you're in the highway, the car is going to automatically help you keep in the lane. So it's going to move the steering, so that's off and on. This is for your auto, this is for your heads-up display on or off. And then this is for if you're towing the car, you could let the car know so someone can tow it if it needs anything. This is for raising the car, because this car has air suspension, it could raise a little bit up. And you can see the E53 there. If you go on assistance, you can configure through all your cameras. Then you have your traffic sign assist, your lane keep assist, and your brake assist. You can turn those off or keep those on. Then if you go to vehicle, you can control the seat systems. That is, the seat can actually hug you from these boosters when you're driving fast or cornering, and you could turn that off or keep it on from this. You could turn it to inch or centimeters. Then we go to lights. First of all, we have the typical Mercedes-Benz ambient light with 64 different colors to choose from, that you could see here. Or you have your multicolors that you can choose, but because it's day, you can't see it much, but it is on. And then you have your brightness and seat comfort. And then you have system for the infotainment, and you have the owner's manual, that's digital. Then you have Mercedes-Benz Me app, so you can control every feature from your phone, so you could turn on the car in winter days and do a lot more. Then you have AMG performance. You have to turn the car on or you can't see, and yeah. But you can control your individual control from here, so what you want. Then you have your comfort access, where you have your ambient lighting and seat comfort. And then I'm not gonna use the screen, I'm gonna use the touchpad. You have your media system here, that you can control your Bluetooth and USB. And then you have your radio, navigation, and the navigation is very easy to use for Mercedes-Benz. You can see Brampton, and you could go anywhere and you could type it for the touchpad or anywhere else. And you have your shortcuts over here, like gas station, parking, restaurant, and all those stuff. And then you have your phone. And if we swipe down, like this, you have different themes. It's like trip, lounge, standard. Like you want to go to the racetrack or something, you can see the AMG one there, and a lot more stuff. Now let's show you the cameras of the vehicle. So I have to press the ignition button again. And then if I press this, this is the front camera. There we go. These are the sides. This is the back. There you can see a C63 right there. And then if you change the driving modes, you can see first of all you have slippery for snowy days, then you have individual, then you have comfort, then you have sport, and sport plus, as it's an AMG car. That is pretty much for the infotainment, and you could also see the climate menu too, right there. Now if we leave the infotainment, if we go up, this is your rear view mirror that is auto dimmed, and it has two reading lights right there, and this is for the garage opener. If you go up, you have your diamond LED lights, you have the sunglass holder here, and if you turn this off, you have the reading lights that I'm going to turn on right now, that you can see right there. Then you have your vanity mirrors with the light, and then you could get this out for a side and put it back. And you have your microphones at the top for the high Mercedes MBUX system. You can see it just came on. And now I'm going to show you the steering wheel of the car. So this is not a steering wheel that you can get in Bangladesh, because in UK these are not allowed. So this is the optional extra Alcantara and leather steering wheel. So you have Alcantara here, leather on the top, and you have drive mode selector here. So you can change the driving modes. And here you could control the suspension and exhaust. Press this for changing the driving modes: auto start stop, AMG dynamics, cameras, traction control, and exhaust again. And same thing here. And you can see our Nardo Grey G63 coming up. And then if you come back here, you could actually control a lot of stuff from here, so you don't need to go to the actual infotainment. These are the controls for this screen. As you can see, these are for your volume, phone calls, voice command, and favorite. And these are for this screen. These are for your cruise control, and it has big paddle shifters too. It says up and down. This is for your hazards and high beam and windshield wiper, and this is your gear knob for Mercedes-Benz typical cars. Now let me show you the car's instrument cluster. So this is the 12.3-inch MBUX display for the infotainment system and for the instrument cluster. If I just press this button again, you could see there it turns on in this nice animation. So you could control through 3 different designs. So this is the classic, and you could see the speed here in kilometers, so 300 kilometer top speed. This is for the fuel, and if you go on this side, I keep messing it up, you can see the clock. And then from start and from restart, these are your trip controls. And then you could set a route, and it could tell you when you need to fill up and how many kilometers you did. And this is for audio. And then if you go at the center, you could also control this. So first of all, you could get your G-force. Then you could get all of your engine data. If I just press it again, you could see as it's on comfort. Now it's just saying everything's on normal. But if you see down here, you can see the drive mode selectors. If I just change it to sport, changes a little bit. Sport plus, everything's on dynamic. And if I change the driving modes as well to manual, you can see everything's on the sporty mode. And on this side, you have the RPM. Oh, sorry, I didn't finish here. And after that, you have your boost pressure and horsepower and torque. And then you have your boost pressure with your temperatures. And then this is your RPM screen. So first of all, you just have your RPM. Then you have your tire pressure and RPM. Then you have your boost horsepower and RPM. It's the same thing that I just showed you. This is for full G-force. This is for consumption, navigation, and the route. And then you can see down here, because this is a mild hybrid, you can see it says power and charge. And that's it. And for changing the styles, just press on this button and press this. You could switch to sports right there, and then there is the super sport. There. So that's going to be pretty much it for the instrument cluster. Now I'm going to show you the door. First of all, you have your heads-up display here. This is for defogging the windows. This is the AC vent, this trim, and then these are your headlight controls. And you can actually turn on one-side parking for Mercedes vehicles. This is for your fog. This is for the brightness of the instrument cluster. This is the parking brake, and there's an airbag here as well. Then you have your dead pedal, brake pedal, and gas pedal here. If you come to the steering wheel, you can see AMG written here. And one more thing, I just really love these driving modes, you know. I'm showing it again because I like it so much. And it is tilted and telescopic, fully poweredly adjustable. And now if you go to the door of the vehicle, first of all, you have the tweeter. You could get the Mercedes-Benz high-end sound system, so the tweeter actually rotates here. Then you have your speaker here, Burmester, this trim, ventilated and heated seats, 10-way adjustable with 3 memory seats, ambient lighting, and this leather all the way. Soft touch leather here, window lockers, window openers, and exterior mirror controls, door handle, lock and unlock. Then you have a bottle holder. This is for opening the boot, and you have the AMG door sills. That's illuminating, and this is for your lumbar support. That's the only seat control that's here, and that's going to be pretty much it. If you like this review, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like, and let me know what you want to see in the near future. Thanks to Mercedes-Benz Brampton for giving me this car, and if you need any car over here, you could talk to Ian. I'm going to link I'm going to put his number down there so you could call that and talk to him about any Mercedes-Benz vehicles in Toronto. Until then, stay safe, stay home. I'm going to see you at the next video. Peace.